Picture this, it's 6 in the morning somewhere in Minnesota. The temperature is so low that stepping outside feels like nature personally hates you. There's a brand new luxury crossover sitting in the driveway. Heated seats, giant touchscreen, more computing power than the machines that helped send astronauts to the moon. And right next to it sits a rusty 1998 Ford Ranger. The paint is fading. The frame has seen better decades. The check engine light has been on so long it's basically part of the interior lighting package. Now here's the weird part. The luxury crossover is displaying 6 warning messages and refusing to start because one sensor decided it no longer wants to participate in society. The Ranger. Crank. Crank. Vroom. It sounds angry. It sounds offended. But it starts. Every single winter, people see this happen and come to the same conclusion. They just built cars better back then. But that's not actually true. Modern cars are faster, safer, more efficient, more comfortable. In almost every measurable category, modern vehicles absolutely destroy old ones. So why does every snowstorm seem to reveal some ancient pickup truck that refuses to die while newer vehicles suddenly develop trust issues? The answer isn't reliability. The answer is something modern cars slowly lost, and winter exposes it every year. Cold doesn't just make you shiver, it goes after your car's lifeblood. The battery, that heavy brick under the hood, loses about a third of its strength as soon as the thermometer hits freezing. That is not a minor dip. At 32 degrees Fahrenheit, a battery rated for 600 cold cranking amps is suddenly fighting with only 400. Try asking anyone to run a marathon after skipping breakfast, and you will get the idea. Meanwhile, engine oil thickens up like refrigerated honey. The Society of Automotive Engineers has a whole chart, SAEJ 300, just to track how much harder your starter has to work when oil turns from slippery to syrupy. The drag spikes, the starter groans, and every turn of the key becomes a wrestling match. These are the two heavyweight champions of winter pain, a battery that has lost its punch and oil that refuses to flow. But batteries and fluids are not the only things that get mean in the cold. Next, winter takes aim at everything else: rubber, metal, and the invisible connections that hold it all together. Rubber seals shrink in the cold, retreating just enough to let air and moisture sneak past. That innocent little O-ring? It can lose 3% of its size when the mercury drops from room temperature to 40 below. Suddenly, a hose clamp that was tight in July starts to hiss, or a gasket lets coolant dribble onto the driveway. Metal contracts too, loosening the grip on ground connections and making every electron's journey a little harder. Resistance at a corroded connector can skyrocket, up 150%, robbing your starter of precious voltage. Even a 1-volt drop across a dirty ground can mean the difference between an engine roaring to life and a dash full of angry lights. It's not just the parts that suffer. AAA roadside technicians brace for a flood of calls every time the temperature tanks. As one put it, we see everything from brittle hoses to cars that just won't wake up, even when the battery's good. Modern cars don't just wake up. They run a digital obstacle course before you even get to the starter. Turn the key or push the button, and a silent handshake begins. The body control module checks in, the anti-theft system gives its blessing, the powertrain controller stretches and blinks awake. Each module waits for a thumbs up from the last, like a line of dominoes that must all stand before the first one tips. If even one says no, the whole chain freezes. An electronics engineer once joked, "In a modern car, the starter is the last thing to get invited to the party." Every step in this wake-up sequence draws power, sometimes 5, 6, even 7 amps, before the starter gets a single volt. In the cold, that's a big ask from a battery already running on half strength. A corroded ground, a single missed signal, and the system throws up its hands. No crank, no start, just a dashboard full of cryptic warnings. Suddenly, the car's not broken. It's just locked out by its own nervous system. It's a digital gauntlet, and winter loves to trip it. Old trucks don't negotiate with winter, they muscle through it. In a late 1990s pickup, the path from key to engine is almost laughably direct. Turn the key, and a physical switch snaps shut, sending power straight to a single relay. No security handshake, no software conference call, no waiting for a digital green light. The starter draws about 200 amps, but it is the only thing demanding juice. No modules sipping power, no sensors standing in line. If the battery has enough left to turn the motor, the truck tries to start, period. One fault stays one fault. A sticky relay or a tired starter doesn't pull the whole system down with it. There is no immobilizer to veto your morning plans, no network of controllers to get cold feet. The result? When the mercury drops and everything is stiff and silent, these old machines still give you a fighting chance. Simplicity doesn't guarantee a win, but it sure stacks the odds in your favor. Breakdown time. The call for a tow sets the meter running. Expect $100 just to get the truck moving, even if it is only going a couple miles. Once it is on the hook, the repair shop clocks in. Diagnostic fee? That is another $130 minimum, just for a tech to plug in and poke around. If the scanner points to a failed control module, brace yourself. Most OEM modules start at $400 and climb fast. Labor to swap it in? That is $122 to $179 per hour, and modern cars rarely let you off with less than 2 hours for a job like this. Add it up, and a simple winter no start can snowball into a $900 bill before you have had your morning coffee. So why do some people keep patching up that rusty old truck instead of trading up? It's not just stubbornness or nostalgia. When a car is simple, every extra winter it survives is one less week spent waiting on parts, one less battle with software, one more day of getting to work on time. For some owners, reliability isn't just about perfection. It's about knowing the odds, playing them smart, and squeezing another season out of a machine that still answers the call when it matters. Today, complexity means comfort until the mercury drops and every sensor demands tribute. Simplicity still has a stubborn advantage when winter comes knocking. Got a story of an old beater that just wouldn't quit? Drop it below.